What's up guys, welcome to Ben iSound Guy, and for today's video I actually have a review of a speaker dock called the iLuv i189 speaker system with 3D sound for your iPod, even for non-Apple products, even though you see this 30-pin dock connector right here. But I'm going to explain in a little bit how you can connect other devices as well. So let's take a look around the device. So what you have here is your two speakers as well as your dock right here. Where it actually slides in. Now currently mine won't slide in because the spring is busted. I don't know why. And then on the top you have your volume buttons and your button for your 3D sound as well as your power button. On the left side you got nothing, as well as the right. Now on the back, this is where I'm gonna get into that other MP3 players can be plugged into this thing. If you look closely, you have an auxiliary input. Now what this is basically a 3.5mm headphone jack. You plug one end to this part of the device, and then you plug the other end to your MP3 player as well. And of course you have your DC-IN 3V plug, which is basically the power cable that's going to be plugged in there. Let's go over the specs of this device. This is 3.5 inches high, and the width is 3.5 inches. And the length is 8.5 inches. And this dock lets you play and charge your iPod at the same time, so you can play music while it's charging. That's only if the power is plugged in. It's a slide type, as you can tell from this part, and it has 3D sound, so that way your music will sound better, which me personally, I didn't find a difference in it. And of course the auxiliary input that we just saw here. Now what's included with the speaker dock? Well, of course you're going to have your power cable right here, which has a indicator light right here. So when it's plugged in, it will turn green, and that lets you know that the power is working. And then you basically just have your documentation and stuff, which nobody cares about that. So let's test out the sound quality of the speaker. So we're going to dock in. This is a 6th generation 80GB iPod Classic. Okay, it's on. We're going to power on the dock. Let's go into music. Please note, let me just go over this really quick. This dock right here, this will work with any universal dock adapter, as you can tell. So you can just place in it and then your device will stay still. I actually don't have one right now for this iPod Classic, but just bear with me in this video. So we'll go into our albums. Let's pick a song. Here we go. And as you can see, I'm trying to control the volume, but it won't control for me. I actually have to use the speaker itself. So this is all the way high. So as you can tell, the speaker is not that great, but it does work, and it is good enough quality for the average person. And this is very portable, so you can take this around with you anywhere you go. So for trips, and then if you just want to plug this in your hotel room and just play music while you're far away from the dock, you can. And of course you still have your fast forward functions. And you have your 3D sound button right here. Now the built-in microphone of the camera doesn't make any adjustments, but it is good quality. And the 3D sound, like as you can tell, like I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but I really can. So we'll pause this. Let's try out other devices that this will work with. In this case, we have the iPhone. So it's charging. Okay, now you're gonna get a message like this. Let me zoom in a little bit here. This accessory is not optimized for this iPhone. You may experience noise caused by cellular interference and a decrease in cellular signal strength. So what that essentially means is that this dock wasn't really built for the iPhone. I actually had the actual box this came in, so I will tell you what device this does support with. So let me find it here. Okay, so you have, this dock supports the iPod Touch 2nd generation, sorry about that, iPod Nano 4th generation, iPod Classic 120 gigabyte, iPod Touch 1st generation, iPod Nano 3rd generation, iPod Classic 80 gigabyte, and 160 gigabyte, which this was the 80 gigabyte version. iPod Nano 2nd generation, iPod with video, iPod Nano 1st generation, iPod with color display, as well as iPod with click wheel, and the iPod mini. So, now this does work for the iPhone, it's just that you're going to be hearing static noise while the speaker is on. So, we're going to unlock the device. And I will prove to you that this does work, so we're going to go into the iPod. Pick the same song. And as you can see, music still plays. Now, you notice right here, usually you would have a scroll bar for your volume control right here. But when this is docked in, it's not there anymore. So your only option is to use the volume buttons on the speaker dock itself. All the way up. And this is all the way down. You also can use this as an alarm clock. In this case, I'm just going to have it set as a timer. So we're going to start. And then we're going to exit out of the clock app. Just lock the device. And then just sit and wait until the phone rings. As you can see, it rings. Now, I turn off the speaker right now. The speaker on the iPhone is still ringing. And then if we turn it back on, you can hear the noise from the speaker. So overall, what is my opinion about this speaker dock? I think this is an excellent product, especially when you want to go on trips and stuff, and you don't want to carry a big dock like the Sora XL, which is like a solar panel dock that you can use the sun to charge your device. If you just want something small and simple, this is a great option. This does cost $50.37 off of Amazon. There will be a link in the description below if you want to buy it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you click on that like button down below, as well as subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And for more updates, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/BenICellGuy. And I will see you later. Before I go, I'm going to show you the feature of the auxiliary port. So we're just going to turn the device around and just plug this in. Now, an example of a device you can use with this could be, of course, any MP3 player, even the iPod Shuffle, the latest generation iPod Shuffle, because it does not have a 30-pin dock connector port. What I'm actually going to be doing is using this little thing right here, which is a 3.5mm plug, and I plug this part in to get multiple composite ports, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to plug it in. And now, I'm actually going to use these plugs right here, which is for the Nintendo GameCube. So I'm going to plug this in. Okay, turn it on. Keep the volume all the way up. And let's boot up this system. Alright, so you can hear that noise. That's an example of the auxiliary port. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.